Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. I got him. Watch the edge. Go on. Get it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship. Bam.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
6-6, pull it high. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Here I come again. Spawn. No. Blue draw forfeit. Hey, exit. Go.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Broncos.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 41 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the target there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Here we go.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Get him, boy.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile, stopped out from behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
53, Mike.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ben Banagoo able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Got you, boy.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return. Stops.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
18 Gator.
A first down carry for Barkley. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Broncos' 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. 58, right there. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the snap.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, That's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good to make it 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Right there in the middle. 50 stop. Watch the run. Watch the go.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third and long, it's Locke. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ready, set.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 5-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Barkley. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st down, Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Eluding the pressure right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On 1st down, Lock. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming. Mike, 53. 50. Hey, wahoo!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
A gain of 12. And the Broncos 1st down.
Locke now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Locke now on 1st down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Bravo.
Now Locke again. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. They'll find Lindsey here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Locke to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. To throw it is Locke.
And this is why trying to cover that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
60 outlaw.
From the gun, Lawrence gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go, 60 or Greystone, travel. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Ebron's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw on third down. Lock. Open man, it's Allen. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Lock going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They look to throw. It's Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Lock. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Foxtrot. General West.
They'll go for it. It's Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Again, they'll throw with Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's good for the Colts. First
Go.
down.
60 outlaw.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Five.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Saquon Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, Sam on.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Rock it.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This is Barkley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. From midfield, here's Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
On the set.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down to the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Locke going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
36.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and 8.
On the ready.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Barkley. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down now, it's Lindsay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.